And we're back continuing on the same table. You missed two hands from the last video. If you did watch the last video, it was just ace-9 on the button. Someone raised pre-flop, Valduvan raised pre-flop, so I just let it go. And then the next hand was just jack-5 offsuit. And then we had jack-9 here, and we just decided to let it go because middle position 3 raising with a jack-9 offsuit is pretty bad decision. So, but I think Mr. Land would raise just about anything. He's been kind of aggressive, even though he is the one, I believe, who had the pocket eights hand against us quite some time ago now. But wait, I can just check notes instead of being dumb. Yeah, so he's the one who had pocket eights, and he's also the one who had pocket sevens and bet all three streets when there was 3 over cards on the board. And it was pretty crazy. He bet all 3 streets, honestly, on that one. He obviously lost the hand. Someone had ace-queen, but he decided to bet $3 into 19 also on the river, which is just, if you're gonna bluff at something, I mean, put some thought for the other person. And but just donated $3, I guess. So an extra $3, I should say, because he had position and everything. He should just check behind, threw his sevens away, because there was king, queen, and obviously, and then there was spades on the board. But you honestly aren't going to get anyone to fold $3 or a $3 call when they have to call $3 into a $22 pot now. That's just silly. But we started with $40. We're down to 24, basically on 2 different ace-jack hands. One ace-jack hand, we lost, I think, $5 total, and then another one we lost, I want to say close to 9. It was the hand where Mr. Land 444 had pocket eights on a jack 8-2 flop, I think. And he bet every single street just $2 or $2.50, and he actually had pocket eights, so he had me absolutely crushed. But I had a bad feeling he was winning, so we just called him down. So that's where our monies went, besides blinds as well. So gonna hopefully have a better 30-minute session here, but we'll see. Pocket sevens wins. Ace-7, let that go. It's 9-handed, so if it was 7-handed, I probably still would fold it and under the gun. Ace-7 offsuit is just a very bad hand. It looks fun, but it's bad. Big Bruin's new to the table. He took over for somebody who I thought actually was playing pretty good and just was not having very much luck. Hit ace-queen versus ace-king, which obviously I know he's supposed to lose that one, but the flop was ace-queen low card, and he bet pre-flop ace-king, just called pre-flop. The turn was like a card that didn't matter, honestly, like an 8 or something like that. He bet flop turn, and then the river came down a king, and he actually checked it, which was very surprising, because there's only 2 hands that pretty much beat him there, and he ended up just calling a 750 bet, and Hyper had ace king. So, but he actually was, I thought he was playing pretty good. He had a good range on that guy. Then he also had the hand where he lost his last like $11. He got unlucky, but that's part of it, I guess. So he made a good check raise, and then a guy made a bad call, and then That's when Land's actually when he made the bad call on the check raise. It was like a 10-6-5 board, and Misa had 10-9, and Land had Jack 8. So, but stuff like that happens. I played in two different tournaments earlier today. I played in a $3 one rebuy one add-on, and basically my tournament was ruined. We're about 2 hours into the tournament, and I have pocket queens in the cutoff, and I just make a standard like 2.5 time raise, and the big blind ships all in over the top of me, and I call him, and he ends up having pocket tens. And the worst part was it came down 7-7 ace 8 and then rivers a 10, so that was pretty brutal. Put me down to 2,000 in chips, and he was all the way up to 26,000, so it was a lot of chips in that pot too. So stuff like that happens. The funny thing was, since I only had 2,000 left, I ended up my first decent hand at ace 5 of hearts. I just went all in, and the same guy called me, and he had pocket tens again, but I ended up, of course, beating the pocket tens that time with like an ace 7 flop or something like that. Here we have pocket queens. We have to 3-bet here. I think we're going to 3-bet plus, so we're just going to make it $5 instead of $4.50, just to kind of show strength. If someone else calls, we're going to make it $6, like if Valduven would call this, but we're just going to go ahead and make it $5 here. And see if we get a re-raise or a fold. That's well enough for me. Out of position there, so wanted to show strength because I didn't want anything calling me that was like an ace queen or ace jack there. I mean, actually I do want them to call me, but if they're gonna call me, I want them to pay and then try to get lucky on me. But didn't want ace king really to come in unless it was expensive, and of course if someone slow, like if he would have re-slow played the kings there or something, would have been screwed. We're actually going to play position here. If someone bets like this, I'm going to actually raise it. Blizz has made 2 raises in the last couple hands, and there we go. See, he could have had me absolutely crushed with jack queen or something just average like that, but now I have 3-bet twice in the last couple hands, and I got another good hand, so if I get to do it again, that would be pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and bet. I would almost guarantee, I was going to say almost guarantee Land calls me, but he must have had very, very bad hand there. And I have not played many hands with Bruin, but I'm just going to actually smooth call this one here and see what we get. And that is obviously a very good flop for us. And he bets 625. I don't really see us losing this hand now, so we're just going to go ahead and call him. 3-4 is the only hand I lose to now. And if he was 3-betting me there, which I highly doubt. There are diamonds on the board though, so we're going to actually go ahead and bet 13. It was a nice win for us. Would have been better if he actually somehow had the queen with us, but smooth call there, kind of I think won us some extra money because he might not have called a re-raise there, but he could have had ace king, so maybe he would have, so I'm not sure. Might have lost money. I probably should have